Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back. In today's video, we are back playing Slay the Spire 2. We've now completed playthroughs with each of the characters, and my next goal is to start completing the third act with each character. That is something we have not been able to do yet, so looking forward to trying to achieve that today. We're going to play as the Defect for this initial attempt at finishing Act 3 for the first time. Curious to see how this will go. Really been enjoying the Defect as a character, so let's dive in and try this out. So we've got our initial choices here. Can get 150 gold. That would be nice. At the start of elite combats, draw 2 additional cards and gain an extra energy. Obtain 2 random relics. Add an additional strike and defend to your deck. I mean, they all have some interesting options to them, but the chance at 2 random relics, we don't necessarily need those extra cards in our deck. That's probably more of a detriment than a help, but the 2 random relics, I think we have to go that way and try that out. What did we get here? Start each combat with 10 block. That is a good thing. And then upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. So that would be what we saw fly by there on the screen. We've got the upgraded defend and the upgraded zap. That should be super useful. That means that zap is now a free skill to play. That will be quite nice. Now, in terms of where we want to go, I do want to hit the shop, but I don't think we want to hit the shop until later. So I think we want to be ultimately on the right-hand side of the map. Right-hand side gives us an opportunity to try, well, actually, I guess we could start on we could take this middle route basically up and then get onto the right side of the map, hit the store, hit a couple of elites along the way. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Let's try this and see how it goes. So we aren't getting any attacks at the moment. I do like to keep the orbs around, but I think we'll just try to stack up the damage here on this first turn before they can do much of anything to us. This is our free zap now, so that's awesome. 4 damage is just going to be enough. We can just wipe this out without needing to do anything else, so that's huge. Adding a card. I do like chill, but plasma gaining energy. I like the sounds of that. I've not played much with the fusion cards, like the fusion orbs. This thunder one though, I feel like we have to go with this because I think thunder is the base default, like easiest orb to get going, and if we can make that super powerful, I feel like that's going to be a good thing. So we're heading into the merchant here. Not much we can do, I think, at this point. But there are a couple of interesting things here. Thinking ahead, draw 2 cards, put 1 card from your hand on top of your draw pile, exhaust. That could be useful. I really like the white noise though. I like getting the random power that's free to play. The shadow shield is also really good. Great opportunity to get block and get some dark orbs going, which can be super powerful. I think I'm going to go with that one. Then that'll be it for now. We'll see. Hopefully that was a good choice. We'll see how it ultimately goes. That zap being upgraded and free now is really useful. Defend. And then we can do the shadow shield, so we're not going to take any damage whatsoever. I mean, we've got a ton of orbs and stuff going on. What would be nice is to get something that allows us to keep some block from turn to turn so that we don't just lose all of it each time. We're not going to be able to fully block everything. If we get rid of that, we're only going to take 1 damage there, so it's not too bad. One damage should not bother us too much. If we play the Thunder, I think that'll be quite useful. Let's get the Defend, and then let's get some more damage out here. Nice. So no damage that time. And if we do a dual cast now, nice. Lots of damage. Yeah, I just feel like making sure that lightning is strong up front is a really important step. Deal 10 damage, reduce this card's cost to 0. Like the idea of that. I enjoyed that the last time we played through with this character. So we've got Jungle Maze Adventure. We can solo, gain 155 gold but lose 18 health, or join forces and just gain 54 gold. I'm going to go this way. We're doing okay health-wise, and I really like the idea of trying to beef up our gold before we get to the next store. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that. We got a merchant right here. Is there anything that we can do of note in here? First time each combat you exhaust a skill, add a copy of it into your hand. Could be interesting. Start each combat with 1 focus. But up here, we've got a great block card. Gain 1 block, permanently increase this card's block by 3. It is an exhaust card, so it does not last forever. I mean, like, we get 1 play of it each combat, but it's still really powerful. Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile. Draw 4 cards. And that's an exhaust. And then we've got the Beam Cell, another free one. This is deal 3 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. We've got Mayhem. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. Let's grab that one. And let's grab the Beam Cell, because I feel like that'll be useful. Maybe some odd choices there, but I feel like there's some good potential from those. So we're going to go this way into the Elite. We will see how difficult this one will be. We've got Zap, which we can play for free. We can get some block set up with our starting out at 10, that brings us up to 18, which is huge. That'll take care of all the block we need for this turn. We can do the Thunder, which will rev up our lightning orbs, and then we can do a dual cast. Very nice. Some really good solid early damage. Let's end turn there. We blocked that, so that's good. Strength is going to be interesting. Yeah, so they're just gaining a strength each time. So they're going to be doing 12 damage this time. Let's get this free beam cell out first. I feel like I want to get this mayhem into play. Then let's get a little bit of block. We're not going to be able to block everything, but I think that's okay. Took a bit of damage, but not too bad. And then that was so that we got our shadow shield, so we got block already, as well as a dark orb. Let's hit with the momentum strike, because that'll make that free for future turns. We grab some defend here, grab again. So that way we don't take any damage this turn. Very nice. No, and then we hit with a regular strike there. I just like the idea of getting that extra card out and played every turn. I think that is super useful. If we now do Shadow Shield, we're going to do a bunch of damage. They're doing 18 damage. This will give us 19 block. So we've almost got them down, making sure that we don't take any damage though, or any more damage than we already have. We got some block, but I think we can just finish this off. So we're going to get Stonecracker at the start of each combat. Upgrade 2 random cards in your draw pile for the rest of combat. That's pretty good. That's not a bad relic. I just like getting relics. I think they're super useful, and the more we can have, I think the more valuable they will become, and the more opportunity we're going to have to get to the end of Act 3 and actually win. So we can do a go for the eyes, which is basically a 0 energy, or we could get the 2 orb slots. I think I'm going to build up some free cards here, because I would like to get to the point where we get that card that brings them all into our hand, all the free cards that you've played and they're in your discard pile. Let's go to the fire here, the rest stop. If we rest, we are almost back to full health. I think that is good. We can check out the merchant again. Not sure if there's going to be much here this time. I mean, those would be good if we were able to afford any of them at the moment, but we can't. Over here, we've got volley, deal 10 damage to a random enemy X times. That could be pretty useful. I don't think iteration is going to be helpful for us. Signal boost could be interesting, especially if we were able to get it before. We were able to get it and play it before Mayhem. That would give us theoretically then 2 cards coming out and getting played. Might be worth trying for that. Oh no, but we don't have enough for the signal boost. We're at 95 versus 150. So maybe just a question of whether this volley is worthwhile. Deal 10 damage to a random enemy X times. Let's pick that up. I think that could be think that could be useful. I'm going to go this way. We've got a chest here. Pawn pickup, raise your max HP by 7. That takes us up to 82. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Choose one starter card to transform into Peck. Enchant one card with Slither. So that gives us a random cost for it. Choose one starter card to transform into Toric Toughness. Let's do this. I think this could be a useful one. We'll pick one of those extra strikes that we got. And then we're going to go with the Elite, see if we can pick up another relic that could be interesting for us. This enemy is so annoying. So we've already got 10 block. We don't need more at the moment. But, well, first let's play this free card. We'll do the 3 damage, make them vulnerable. I think I'm going to go with the Toric Toughness because this is going to give us block now, but also block at the start of the next 2 turns, which is going to be super useful. And then let's do the Strike, which did 9 rather than 6 because of the vulnerability. Gotta remember that potion. We could end up using that here. It could be valuable. Those cards are just annoying. They've got 16 damage coming at us, and we've got 7 block already. This would take us up to 15. That might not be a bad spot to just leave it. And then let's try. Let's grab the strength here. And let's do 15 damage to an enemy, random enemy 6 or X times, which should be 2 in this case, I believe. Yeah. So we did 30, so they're down to 18. We're only going to take 1 damage back. I think that was valuable. I think that worked out okay. They're not going to attack us this time. If we go with Mayhem and let's get the Momentum Strike in there. We could just on our auto card here. Oh, that Toric Toughness. That was not a bad, it's not a bad auto. So we'll finish them off with the Go for Eyes. Oh yes, and then it breaks into all the little ones. Do some damage there. Some more damage there. Doesn't really matter. That automatic Toric Toughness will be a big thing for us because that's going to help us with the block here. Let's do Shadow Shield. That makes sure that we don't take any damage here. And then if we let's do Thunder because I think then that'll be valuable for upcoming turns. We can get these lightning orbs coming off and doing some more damage. So our block worked well. We're getting a lot of those awful cards, but ooh, that was really nice. That was a good way for that to come out and be played. So we're going to take some damage here. So we're going to take 9, we're going to take 17 damage. Not ideal, but, well, actually not, because we had some block. So we took 8 damage, basically. A little more than 8, but not bad. We gained some block already. We're not going to take, I guess we should do more because we've got that infection card. Nope, don't do that one. Let's do strike. Actually, yeah, like that. And that way we don't take any damage. There, perfect. That worked out really well. Start each combat with 1 strength. We also get a dexterity potion. That worked out really well. Just an annoying boss, though. But card, I like the idea of this one. This will give us an option for another 10 block up front. Go through the rest. We can be up to full health. So I like that. Let's go this way, see what these question marks are. Get the thunder on there so that we're a good spot for that. So we have to use this or it's going to go away. Can channel some more lightning. Can get Shadow Shield out there. They aren't attacking us, so let's do some damage to them. Can we just finish them off here? Actually, let's do the go for the eyes. So that made them weaker. We can then do the beam cell. We can do mayhem and we can do defend. So we're going to take 3 damage. They don't have much health left, but 3 is not bad. Takes us off perfect, but if we do this dual oh, we didn't even need to because our strike card was called up automatically. I like it when we can get cards running for free. Let's grab capacitor because I think that'll be a useful one. And if we hit to the next question mark, we can get chosen cheese. At the end of combat, gain 1 max HP, but we lose 14 up front. I think that is definitely worth it. Definitely worth it because now we're at 82, but we should be able to keep steadily increasing our max HP. So then we've got the battle for the end of Act 1. Not too bad, this particular boss. Still something that we're going to have to be careful of, but we can do the boot sequence. We can let's do capacitor. We can do the shadow shield, and then we can do dual cast. This is going to be free. I think it's good to get some early damage out there. Now they're going to be doing 18 damage. If we do improve block, let's make them vulnerable. So now this defend is going to give us 10 block. This one's going to give us 7. That gets us through most of the damage. We're still going to take one damage. Not bad though. If we get a lightning out there, we can do 5 damage and add 2 more vulnerable. That's going to extend vulnerable out another couple of turns. Let's get this momentum strike out so future ones are free. We are going to take damage here. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it, unfortunately. So we're going to take 20 damage, but I think that'll be okay. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously, but I don't think it'll be the end of the world here. We can go for the eyes. This is going to make them weaker. So they went from 22 attack damage down to 16. We can play Torque Toughness. That gets us 7. We got another 7, so we're only taking 2 damage. Not perfect, but it keeps us moving forward. Let's do Mayhem, because that's going to be useful. Let's do our Momentum Strike, because it's free. Then let's get another 7, so we're going to take 10 damage this time. It's starting to stack up a little bit, so I'm a little worried about that, but we should start to get some more cards flying out here. Yeah, Shadow Shield, that's good. We can do Beam Cell, so it's going to add some more vulnerable. We can add Zap Plus. They're doing 26 damage. We've got 20 blocks. We can do one more of these. That gets us up to 27. And then if we do Volley, and that's nice because that actually stunned them, so we didn't take any damage that time. So they're going to do a debuff. Nope, didn't. Another attack there, so that is good. Can play Go for the Eyes. Oh, we can dual cast. That'll almost take them out. 42 and 42. That's massive, massive, massive. Let's just do a strike. Then I guess actually we can do the Torque Toughness so that we get block on the next turn. So close to defeating them. Only can play one card here, but we only need to do 1 damage. So. Oh, and that was the one card, the auto play. That is unfortunate, but our orbs should take care of this now then. Yeah. So orbs for the win. 100 gold, we get another flex potion, we get to add a card. Ooh, there's that block one we were looking at. This one, channel 3 frost, deal 19 damage. Channel 2 dark, at the end of your turn, evoke your leftmost orb. I like dark. Dark can be super powerful. This skill would be really good. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the dark focused card. So now we should get fully healed here as we go into Act 2. Let's see what happens here. Replace Cracked Core with Infused Core. This means that we start off combat with 3 lightning and they deal 1 additional damage. Otherwise, we get 4 potion slots filled with random potions. We only have 3 slots, and one of them already has something. The cards could be okay, but I like this one. More lightning, I think, is the way to go. Kind of thinking we want to go up this side here. So I'd like to go through. I think we can make it through 2 elites going that way. So let's head this way and then we can go to the question marks. I'm curious to see if we can get anything from those. Do our boot sequence. So we've got enough block, more than enough block now. Yeah, I guess we can just do those. We might as well run a defend since we can. worked out well. We can do Toric Toughness, gets us 5. We can do a Zap, which gets that out. That's just unfortunate. One left. If we do a Defend, that'll take us up to 13. So we're going to take 5 damage. Maybe we'll get lucky, because when these run, if we get rid of that, then we won't take any damage. Yeah, there we go. You never know, because it's random who the orbs hit, but that worked out well. Let's do the 0 energy, go for the eyes. This is going to make this one weaker, so it'll do less. Let's do the consuming shadow. Add a couple more orb slots. Nice. So that card we played also, in addition to bringing out the 2 dark orbs, it also then starts running the evoking the leftmost orb. So that ends up being super powerful. Now we're up to 84 health. That's really good. We're raising our max with the cheese. Now the fruit juice, that is good. That's raising our max as well. Loot Plus, that looks like a good one too. Anything where you can get automate things that are running. So there we are, we're up to 89 max. But yeah, anything to have stuff happening automatically without costing you energy. Really, really good. Ugh. Don't love the idea of that, but 73 gold. I don't want to spend gold at all. It's kind of annoying. I guess we'll do this and we'll go 3 times. Oh, we just got gold? What was that? I thought we were going to get... That was a ripoff. Oh, and then we got an extra trip, an unexpected trip into the merchant. Seeker Strike, deal 9 damage. Choose one of 3 cards in your draw pile to add to your hand. That could be useful. Yeah, I like the idea of the fusion. Whenever you play a power, channel 1 lightning. That's super useful. 147. I think we're going to do both of these. We'll do the storm, and we're going to try the fusion. See what that does for us. So then we'll go this way, because we don't need to go to the store again in such rapid succession. So we are good on the block front. We've got lightning. Let's get the mayhem going. Let's do a dual cast. All right, so we did take a couple damage. Not bad, though. Go for the eyes. We can do Shadow Shield. It's fine. We can live with that card. I think we can just do volley. And then if we end turn, yeah, that worked out well. Could do thunder again. I'd like to get is it the subroutine card? Where you get extra energy for playing powers. 1 of 5 random cards to add. Lose 5 HP, gain a colorless card reward. Let's lose the 5 HP and see what we get. A freebie, gain 4 block, draw 1 card. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it and put it in your hand. Or discovery, choose 1 of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It's free to play this turn. Let's do the finesse. See what the question mark gives us this time. Got a battle. Can add some more block here. So more than good with our block. Let's do the consuming shadow. Can just add some more defend. Let's add the loop because I think that will be useful. We do the momentum strike. And then, oh, we're going to come just short. We're going to hope that the lightning will hit the right thing. We got lucky, but then we did take some damage from those cards, which is unfortunate. Can get some defend going here. Let's do the fusion. We're going to take some damage. This is going to be 5, 10. We're going to take 17 damage, which is pretty big. We're going to take the 1 week, which I'm not as concerned about. Let's do the mayhem and let's do defend. We're going to take 1 damage. Nope. Oh, yes, 1, because he's still got 3 health. So close. And he's done. Did take quite a bit of damage, though. That's unfortunate. Do the compile driver, see if we can get some more cards moving through our hand. I did want to go through the elite. So the question is it better to go this? Maybe it's better to go this way through the elite. Oh, I don't want to lose the card that I just got. No, I'd rather not do that one either. Rather not do that one either. Sure, we can remove strike. It's fairly pesky. Enemies drop 15 additional gold. That's quite reasonable. Don't like where our health is at the moment. Exterminate, deal 3 damage to all enemies 4 times. Deal 10 damage, apply to vulnerable. Sure, let's do the exterminate. All enemies 4 times. That seems useful. Let's go into the elite. This could be a mistake, but I'm hoping it will work out well for us. What is the... Now we're going to take additional damage from attacks because it says gain 2 tainted here. That is unfortunate, but we're okay for the time being. Let's do the 5 strength. I don't think we need the help with our block this turn. We should be fine. Can do the beam cell. Compile driver. Let's do the momentum strike. Deal 9 damage to all enemies 4 times. I like all of that. That's a really good opening hand. I'm gonna do this. We got some block. Let's do the consuming shadow. That's gonna give us a bunch of dark, which will get our lightnings moving through. We're so close. Let's drink this. Let's do this. We're going to gain 7 block. We'll take 2 extra damage, so that should still work out in our favor. We're going to take 4 damage. They've got 11 block, but if we just did the volley, that is the end. Gold, gold. Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. Yes, please. That seems super useful. Let's do the white noise. I just like generally there's a lot of good stuff that you can get from that, and I'm a big fan of cards that end up generating free stuff. Let's rest. Our max health is up to 92. That's really good. Let's go and try this elite. No, we're playing with fire a bit, but let's do this. Let's do the storm power. Let's get some more block going on. So that puts us in a good place for block. Let's do volley. Then we end turn. That's a good opening turn. We did a bunch of damage. So now we've got Hailstorm, which we can play, which, yep, generates some more damage. Let's do the Mayhem. So I did more damage, and now we're going to take 18 damage, but we should start. I feel like we're in a good spot. We can do the go for the eyes. We can do the finesse, fusion. We can do exterminate. They're getting very close to being done. Let's do the channel 3 dark, because this might be enough, because it's going to evoke the leftmost orb. This should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Health is low, but we are doing well. Bottled potential. Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile. Draw 5 cards. Potion belt. We're getting 2 more potion slots. Not an amazing card, but that's okay. We'll take that. Synthesis, I think, is the one we want to go with. This boss can be a little annoying because it's going to put out some eggs that are going to hatch into things that we need to worry about. Got some early damage there, so it's not too bad. They're going to do 16 now. Let's get another lightning going. That's free. Let's do exterminate. That was useful. Get a little bit of block. Let's do this bottled potential. We can do a beam cell. Then we can let's do the storm, because I feel like that's going to work well for us. So we're going to take 11 damage, not ideal, but zap, that is good. I think we need the defend just so that we're in a decent spot. Let's do the 8 damage and draw a card. Not super helpful, but let's just keep. We're going to keep pushing. A little bit of damage. Let's get the white noise. No. That'll be good, because then the thunder, yeah, okay. That was worthwhile. We're doing okay. We definitely are going to need some health coming up here, but well, let's just do the consuming shadow, because that will do some good things for us. Can we get away with just the dual cast? Yeah, okay, good. Whew. I was worried the health was getting low there, but we did okay. Double energy would be nice. Deal 6 damage twice, play a random attack from your draw pile. Let's go that way. I think that definitely need ways to bring more cards out of my draw pile. Let's rest. We're kind of at 2/3 health. Not ideal, but I think we're doing okay here. Not sure if I've fought this one before. some initial block. We can go for the eyes. Then we could do storm, and then we could do thunder, which is, yeah, gonna start racking up some more damage. And then if we do the shadow, that'll get another lightning out there. Not a bad start. Choose a card. At the end of your turn, take 6 damage. Draw 1 fewer card each. Oh yes, I remember this one. We have played this one. Mind Rot. Let's do Disintegration. I think the damage is going to be better. So we can do the White Noise. I think that is a must. We can do the Zap. That'll get us more damage. We can do Consuming Shadow. That'll get us some more orbs, and it'll start evoking the leftmost orb, which will be huge. We can take 5. We can add 5 block, and then let's get the Mayhem in there to start getting some more stuff going on. Oh, that was a little rough in terms of damage. No, those were all really good. Let's do Capacitor. That'll trigger some stuff. No, I guess not triggering stuff, but that was still good, I think. I think Torque Toughness is a must. It's coming with 24 damage. We've only got 10, so we are going to take 14. Oof. We took a bit more there because of we were taking the 6 damage at the end of every turn is happening. What do we want? Let's do Beam. Let's do this. I'm going to take 12. I think we could add more defend, which would be good. But I think if I do this, we're going to start racking up a bit more damage, which is what we need, because I don't think we need like maximum damage. Otherwise, I don't feel good about us lasting here. They healed 30. That is rough. Gaining block, that's good. Let's add more block. Now they're applying a negative effect to us. If we do this volley, that'll do 33. That's probably our best bet. They're down to 100. 3 cards each turn or take 7 damage. Maybe the 3 card. I don't know that we can survive taking. Let's do the damage. I don't know. This is rough. That is nice. I'm not going to be displeased with that. Oh, can we do the dual cast? Yes. Thank goodness I saw that. The dual cast is huge with the dark. That's the nice thing about those dark ones. They do so much damage. Lots of gold. We're going to add a card. I like the creative AI one. Let's add the creative AI one. I think that'll be super useful. On to Act 3. I was a little worried there, but we're doing okay. Well, that's interesting. So these apparitions, you can gain one intangible, which reduces all damage taken and HP lost to 1 this turn. I would lose 9 max HP, but we are gaining more max HP. At the start of each combat, add 1 of 5 random cards into your hand and retain to the chosen card. Could be okay. Ugh, that's a nasty. That would be a nasty one to deal with. I'm kind of curious about this Distinguished Cape. I think we'll try that. I like the idea of reducing the damage. I do want to get to the store. So we could go this way. And we wouldn't hit the store till almost the very end. Or we can go this way and we hit it sooner. We can even hit it twice if we so desire, or we can do these question marks. Well, yeah, we'd still hit it twice, but we could hit the elite or we could hit the all the different question marks. Let's try going that way. We will see. I mean, we're in a decent spot, but there is this Act 3 is always going to be a challenge. This one is going to, yes, I don't like these ones. These are the ones we have to watch out so we don't lose our max HP. They're going to do 24, so we do need more defend. That should be enough. Now, if we do volley, that is huge. That was an okay start. Let's go this way so we do the weak. We do storm. And then we do capacitor. And then I think we need to do this. So that means we are going to lose 4 max HP, which sucks. Oh, no, good. We're only going to lose 2 max HP then? No, it was 4. It was 4. I don't know why it was, I guess because they attacked twice. That sucked. I think we can get these though. I think we can take them right out and not. I think we can take this out, yeah. Well, we gained one of those max HPs back, but that was unfortunate. Less than ideal. The leap is probably a good one to have. Kind of building up a lot of cards though. I'd like to thin them down a little bit, but I think we're kind of where we are. Let's add some block. They're doing 50, it's 21. Okay, so we're good from there. If we do, let's do synthesis. Rack up some damage, but we should have enough block going on now. Let's get another lightning out there. Vulnerable. Oh, mayhem can be done for free. We can do exterminate. So that was huge. Get another card. We are going to take damage then. Not ideal, but that was okay. Let's do uproar. And then volley. And then, okay, got another max HP. Let's do the hot fix. So we're heading down the path with the double merchant. 12 damage coming our way. It would be nice to get rid of that. I can't remember where we picked that up specifically, but yeah, we should look at getting rid of that if we can. Let's add the loop. Let's add some more block. I guess we can just add lots of block. Let's get the random power. Giving us an extra card. We can add more focus, which ups the damage from our things. Oh, we're gonna have a new thing come in, I see. So we can do the apparition, which should make it just 1 damage. About halfway through, but there is another enemy coming basically right behind. So that is unfortunate, but I think we're still doing okay. If we play Mayhem, we get the leap. That'll give us 9 block. So we're going to take 3 damage, but not bad. Because we're still racking up a lot of damage just passively from our orbs. So there's going to be one more new one after this. I think that's what we're seeing. Let's get the creative AI out. It's unfortunate we're going to lose our apparitions, but I think that's okay. Get a little bit of defense going on. Let's get a little bit of attack and vulnerability there. I think this is going to actually, we might as well do this. We're not going to block much, but we might as well block what we can. Give ourselves every opportunity to succeed. Let's give the weak. So they're going to do 18. We might as well do that then, just to give ourselves, so we're only going to take 4 damage. Let's add Storm. Zap. Then that helps us move on to the last version of this, the last form. Should do the Momentum Strike. Let's do the compile driver, see if we get anything interesting. Nothing we can use. Let's get Storm out there again. Let's do Consuming Shadow, because that'll rack up. That might be enough to, yeah. That worked out well, all things considered. The Adaptive Strike, that's nice just to do a big damage, but I feel like let's get some block and some energy. So we're gonna head up the left side here. And these are these guys again. I hate these guys because they try to take my max HP down. They've got 10 to 24 damage coming. So we've blocked all of that. Let's get the white noise. Sure, we'll gain 1 focus. Let's do the dual cast. Thinned the enemies down a little bit. So there's 4 damage coming. We've got 5 block, so that should be enough. So we shouldn't lose anything there. Yeah, okay. We weathered that okay. We can do the finesse. Can do zap. We do 2 of these. So if we did that, then we did that. I don't think we'd be doing enough. Don't think we would do enough damage to save ourselves. If we do this, we're up to 9 block. That's still not going to be enough. We're basically going to we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to lose 10 off of our max HP. I think the best thing we can do is hope that if we go this way, then maybe we get rid of one of them. So that means we're going to lose 8 off of our max HP. That sucks. Might as well get that out there. We can do the charged battery. Yeah, no energy. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose 6 more. There. At least that was something advantageous. We've lost so much. I mean, I guess we can run this just 'cause. Almost there. We've lost so much though from these guys in terms of our max HP. Brutal, brutal. I don't think any of those are amazing. Let's skip that. Go and see what the question mark is. Enchant and attack with corrupted. No, I don't think we need to do that. Sure, let's choose something to transform. Can we do this one? Oh, and it's going to stay in that type of card? Well, I don't know that we want to do that. If we just transform one of these, yeah, let's do that. What was that? Modded? Gain 1 orb slot. Draw 1 card, increase this card's cost by 1. It's interesting. That's cool, though. I am not displeased with that. What have we got going on here? Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. I don't think any of the cards are amazing. Let's see the relics here. Start each combat with 3 additional orb slots. That could be cool. Whenever you add a power into your deck, upgrade it. Energy is now conserved between turns. So if we don't use all of our energy, that's not bad, I guess. It's not amazing. So I think we'll take this adding additional orb slots, and then I think I'm going to remove that 1 card. And then oh yeah, okay, right there. Let's remove the curse. And then I think we're good, and then we'll see if we get anything in the other merchant on the other side. What is this going to be? At the start of each combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. It's not a bad thing. Enchanted attacks deal 9 additional damage. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 health. Every 3 turns, draw 1 card. Yeah, that could be good. What do we got in terms of cards? Gain 11 block. The first attack or skill you play each turn is placed on top of your draw pile. Two focus this turn. Channeling more lightning. That's probably not a bad one to get. Are there any of these? I don't think we've got really any enchanted attacks. Healing could be good. Every 3 turns, draw 1 card. Kind of tempted just to take that. I mean, we need a lot of health right now. But maybe it's even just better to do this. $102, that leaves us with $139. Sure, let's do that. Let's grab the lightning rod. And we'll grab the hotfix. Can we... Let's just drink that and see what we get. Plating will be good. Triple our block. Speed potion. 10, yeah, okay. All of that is good. We are only going to get 1 opportunity to heal, though. I feel like we're not set up for success here. To make a skill. Let's do the draw 3. It's not bad, 8 block. Draw 3, I could live with that. Boot sequence. Let's add the torque toughness. Hotfix. Then uproar. So our next power will be free, so that should be good. If we... I think we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that block. That's the only way we're going to. Only way we're gonna survive here. And then I think we need to be tripling that. Then let's go, and I think we can do all of these and try to rack up as much damage as possible here. Doing some damage, but not getting there quite as quickly as I would like. Let's take that damage down to 1. Let's do Storm. And let's do Loop, which will channel another Lightning. do thunder to add a random power. We can do thunder again. We can do apparitions. We're only going to take one, or we've only got one damage coming in. We still have the plating, so we should be good for block. So we've got some block. If we add these ones in, so some dark. We also then got another lightning back, so we auto evoked there. Can we? Let's try the dual cast. I think we might be able to finish this. Yeah. Sure, let's take another way to block. We're going the question marks. We don't have enough health to do anything else. Wish we had more gold. These draw 2 additional cards. Gain an energy. Oh, that would be an interesting one. More options at the rest site, so you don't have to be just doing one thing. I mean, there's nothing amazing here. The multicast could be really good with our dark. I think we'll just do that one. Give ourselves a way to have some more block. This Act 3 has not been wonderful to us. Draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each combat. Raise your max HP by 20. Well, we have to do that because we can't lose 15 health. I don't love that. I don't even know what that's now going to do to us. This is not going to go well, I don't feel. Boot sequence, we got more block going on. Mad Science, that gives us access to more cards. Get some damage out there. Get Thunder out there. Let's do the Apparition. Let's do the Strike. Let's do the Explosive Potion. Bit of damage on both. Now, can do the Apparition again. More orb slots. Can do the Leap Plus. So I think that was enough for this turn. It's not bad. we do this, we'll get more block from cards. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Gambler's Brew because we should be able to can do that, and then we're not limited like we were otherwise. The Shadow Shield will give us 12. Oh, I probably could have, I should have done that the other way around because that would have let us, I think we could have done that differently, but 12. So we're going to take 24 damage. We can get this out because that's free. That'll make those a bit better. Let's do the Thunder. Whenever you evoke lightning, deal 12 damage to each enemy. We can do that. That'll get us a couple more darks in there. We've only got one defend, one block. We're going to take 19 damage. That's brutal. We are running out of ways to stay alive here. Add a random power. Well, that's not even going to be that useful. 24. There's no way that we can get enough. I mean, maybe. No. We are toast. We are done for. Oh, Brew, I felt like we were doing so well. I felt like we were doing so well there, and then that Act 3, everything just kind of started to come apart. Our max HP was going down. We got some really poor luck, I feel like, on some of the relics and some of the options that we had to choose between. If we here, what is this going to give us? Some new cards. Deal 5 damage for each channeled orb. Exhaust all your status cards. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy for each card. Whenever you create a status, deal 5 damage to all enemies. That is interesting. I've not really pushed on the status side of things. Oh, that was frustrating. All right, we're gonna go again. This could take a few times. I'll try to speed through this as much as we can, but we are going to we're going to keep trying and see how long it takes us to push into beating Act 3. Choose one of 2 colorless cards to add to your deck, or choose one of 2 packs to add to your deck. Maybe we'll try the colorless. We'll see if we get something interesting. Both of these are interesting ones. Let's do this one because I'm not sure how often we're going to be shuffling our draw pile. I kind of feel like we do end up with too many cards in our hand sometimes. If we let's go this way. I think I'd like to try to take on some elites here and see if we can get a good set of relics. I feel like the relics give you a good foundation. And really, I feel like the relics can turn the battle. I don't know if they're the only way to win, but it does feel like they are. Well, that wasn't what I thought it was going to do. It just brought just a random card over. It's not the end of the world, but I thought we were going to get something a little more than that. Took a couple damage, but that was okay. I do like the idea of this. I think Tempest could be an interesting card. I don't know. I am wondering a bit. Lose 6 HP, gain 48 gold, or add Clumsy to your deck. Obtain a random relic. I think we need a random relic. This is the one that gives us the every 3 turns gain an energy. That's good. But I do there's this I don't know how you would describe it, but I think there's a part of me that thinks that the cards don't even matter so much. It really is the relics that get you through. I know that's not entirely true. There are some really important cards I think to get. That could be an interesting one to focus this turn for each unique orb. I like the sounds of that. I am curious about status cards. We've seen some interesting things around status. We don't have enough to get that though, and the power related to the status ones. I think I'm gonna go with this skill. Was it called Synchronize? Let's try this and see what happens. Because definitely the way things are tuned, like it's not easy to get to the end of Act 3, but it's okay, so it is going to let us do that. So that works the way I thought it did. I think that will be useful. It's not a gimme to get to the end of Act 3 to the boss, but you reach a point where it's not too hard to actually do that. Let's try Tempest. Yeah, I think Tempest is going to be a good thing. Need some more orb slots. That worked out well. Let's do the charge battery. I want to maximize our energy. Let's get the torque toughness again, I think. Just take one of our defends and put it into that. I think that is a useful exercise. You can do the charge battery. You can do the torque toughness. So that means we are blocking everything this turn, and we'll start off with some block the next turn, which will be good. Now we have a choice. We're gonna take 11, so 15 damage. We've already got 5 block. If we put 5 more on, yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Add zap. Go there, and if we go, let's do the dual cast. We'll run the risk. Yeah, okay. So 11, so we're only going to take 1 damage. That's not bad. So that sets us up pretty well for the next turn. This isn't super useful yet, because we don't have other orbs yet. But I think that's going to get more and more useful if we can head that direction. There we go. Six block, 2 frost. I think that will be useful. And we actually have a chance to go 3 elites here. Let's see, I wonder if that'll be crazy to do or not. Charge battery, that'll be useful. Let's get some attacks going. So we block the damage. Need the toric toughness. Need another lightning orb. This would give us 2 more lightning. Let's try going this way. Naturally did it back there. That's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice on the front one. Can take a bit of damage, but it's not bad. We now need, though, to start finishing them off, because we're going to take 4 damage this time. Not bad, but if we're going to be tackling elites in a moment, we need to be 18. I think this will be fine. We won't take any damage. We need to make sure our health doesn't go down if we're taking on elites. So we're going to need to be as close to max as possible. Let's do this Tempest. Let's get some lightning and let's get aggressive. I think that was huge. Glacier, zap, and then we got it. I like the fact that we are getting the extra bits of energy. I think that's super useful. Let's do the lightning rod because we need more channeling. Let's go and take on the elite. Fingers crossed that this goes well. If we improve our block situation here, 10 block, this will take us up to, this will take another, so yes, it's good, no damage. No damage, that's a good thing. 12. So if we take this, we're up to 17, so that's good. Let's do some more block. Channel a lightning for next turn. Gain a couple focus. Blocked everything. You'll end up taking 9 damage, but I think I'm going to channel the 4 lightning. Yeah, just rack up a bit more damage. 18, so if we do Glacier, we do dual cast, is it just over? Yeah. That's good. That's an elite, 1 elite down, Permafrost. The first time you play a power each combat, gains 7 block. I think that sounds useful. Powers, we're doing powers, I think, fairly regularly. Yeah, those are status ones. Whenever you create a status, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Let's get that power. That's going to be... I don't know if it's going to be super useful, but I'm interested to see if we can make a... If things go in the right direction, that a status deck is useful, that gives us the potential to pivot into it. Every 5 cards you add to your deck heal 20. It's probably not a bad thing. Let's heal. We need to be max HP for what we have ahead here. Going into another elite situation. Ah, this one's annoying. Block, but we'll channel the lightning. Dual cast, get some damage in there. We can run that power just for the sake of running that power. Let's end the turn and see where things go. Yeah, those cards are annoying. Let's take a colorless card. It's going to be free to play. Let's do this Flash of Steel. We can do the Toric Toughness. Gives us a little bit of block. Then we can do the Seeker, which is not going to be super useful this time because we don't have any energy left. So we are going to take some damage. Let's do the Glacier. And let's do the Charged Battery because that'll give us more energy for next turn. These infection cards are so annoying. So annoying. Let's add another lightning in there and then do a strike. Let's draw 3 cards to see if we can do a bit more to them. We're obviously going to take some damage. not ideal. All right, look at that. We managed to block all of it. These little guys are pesky. Can gain some additional focus, which is good. Not ideal, because we're going to take some damage. Let's gain some block, and then we'll get more lightning coming out. More block. And then do some damage there. Yeah, so we're going to take some more damage, but we're getting them into a spot now where I think we should be able to start wiping the board. But let's see, I guess, whether that ends up being the case or not. That worked out well, because now we shouldn't take any damage this turn. So we're looking okay. Rack up some damage here. Is that enough? No. Not quite. We did take more damage. That is unpleasant and unfortunate. Because so close. So close. Vulnerable potion data disc. Start each combat with one focus. It's not bad. Gain one focus. That's probably not a bad thing. I'd really like it if we could get, there's a power that lets you gain energy when you play powers. It would be really nice to get that. If I don't really want to take any damage here. That should be enough. That should be enough block, and it powers us up, so we start getting maximum orbs going, which is good. Let's get another lightning out there. Dual cast. Yeah, we're gonna take damage this turn. That's not ideal. Charged battery, that's useful. Let's throw the vulnerable potion out there. Not super useful because all of our cards cost energy at the moment. So that was amazing. That was super useful. The random played well in our favor there. Let's synchronize those so they're going to do more. Let's get the toric toughness. Can do the lightning rod so we get more lightning coming in. So we should now be able to, yeah, there we go. So we should be able to finish them off, and that was the case. The Tesla coil could be good, I guess. We need to make sure that we need to generate more. I don't like that. Sure, I guess we'll lose a defend card. 19 cards left. I don't like that. Was not. Now we got the choice. Do we go for the elite? Roll the dice on how scary that's going to be, or do we go for the question mark and then the rest, knowing that we'll live to fight the boss? Kind of feel like we need this elite. I kind of feel like we need. Oh, and it's this one. I hope this works out for us. I kind of feel like we need the relic, though. I think we need to be maximizing our relics, and if we can't do it, then we're just not going to be doing it anyways. Still got a lot of health left. Synchronize. If we do a dual cast, that should give us some block. That was a really nice amount of block. I think that will set us up nicely. We should block everything there. Very nice. Nice. If we do the glacier, and then the zap, we're gonna get. So we should get 8, 21. So maybe we'll only take a couple damage. Yeah, only a couple damage by the looks of it. So that's okay. It is. And we do have an energy left, so we can do the dual cast and we can bring that, we can get more block basically. So we're going to take 4 damage. No, actually, we might not take any damage then? Yeah, no damage. That was huge. If we channel 4, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we have to just be patient. You're going to take a couple damage, but that's okay. Yeah, so we shouldn't take any damage, but we got them anyways with our 1 lightning. So now, was it all worth it? Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with an additional 2 energy. That's a pretty decent one. I'm happy with that. Channel 1 random orb or channel lightning equal to the lightning already channeled this combat. That seems huge. Let's take that. That's an exhaust. That's okay though. That was all worthwhile. So if we rest, puts us back up to 50. That's doable. Need to defend. And we need to start doing some damage. So we are going to take a bit of damage here. Just one, I think. Yeah. So that's not bad. Add some block. We need to do the Seeker Strike. Glacier. That will get us 4 block, but more importantly, it'll get us the 2 frosts. So that'll give us 13. Still going to take some damage, but not as bad as it could have been. Let's get Zap out there. Let's get the charge battery. Synchronize. 8 and 9 is 17. So we shouldn't take any damage. Let's do the Tesla coil. Let's get the torque toughness because that'll help us quite a bit. Let's get that guy out of the equation. Can run the defend. But we're in a good spot now. At least we've got one enemy down. Just need to start pushing hard on maximizing the. First off, let's do the focus because that'll make everything better. Just need to push the damage as much as we can. So this Glacier, 6 block, 2 frost, brings out a couple of the lightning, which is huge. And let's add the defend in. We probably could have been a bit more bold than that, but I wanted to make sure for sure we weren't going to take any damage. Yeah, that's good. Keeps us safe. Let's do the voltaic. I want to try this and just see how it. I think it'll be cool. So we're up to 19, so we're good from a block standpoint. So we should be well positioned here. Let's get the charged battery. So they're doing 15. Actually, let's do this. So we're going to take 4 damage. But that's okay. A little bit of damage, not a big deal. Let's do the Tesla. Let's do the Tempest. Racking up some damage, which is really good to see. 12 attack coming our way. Let's do the Glacier. Let's get a defend out there. Shouldn't take any damage. Yeah, we blocked that. Zap. Let's do the Seeker. Nicely done. What are we gonna do? Oh, I like this all for one. Deal 10 damage, put all 0 energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Do we have any zeros at the moment? Maybe it's not going to be the best for, we do have the 1. There's also the Consuming Shadow, which is super useful. Let's do the Consuming Shadow. I feel like more orbs is going to be the play. So we got through the first act. Health is restored. So if you end your turn with unspent energy, gain an additional 2 energy the next turn. That could be useful. This doubles block gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. I think I like the idea of the energy better, but block could be useful. Let's do the energy route. We've got 371 gold. I think we're going to come up the middle here. If we come up this side and we get the 2 question marks, we go here, another question mark, elite, shop, chest, rest, elite, regular, fire, and then the boss. And it's this crab boss. I hate this crab boss. Such an annoying one. Let's get the toric toughness. Do the seeker strike. Just get a regular strike, and we can put the lightning rod in to give us a bit more block. So we are going to take some damage. Kind of unavoidable, I feel like, here, but try to keep it to a minimum. This up. Add some focus on, so those will do a bit more damage. We are going to take some damage again. It's not too bad, but I don't want to rack up too much damage earlier, otherwise we're not going to be able to do as much with the elites as we want to. Oh, that was fortunate. So we blocked, so we didn't end up needing to do anything there. Let's add Glacier, and that's over. Down 14, that's not ideal. There's subroutine, we need that. And it's the upgraded version, so it doesn't cost anything. I think that is huge. Oh, and that healed because that was our 5th card that we'd added. So extra bonus. So we came out of that in a really good spot. Obtain a random 0-cost card or obtain a random power. Let's go for the power. It's not a bad one. We can use that. The Enlightenment. Enlightenment is good. I guess we could remove a card. Removing a card would not be bad. It is more expensive than going to the merchant. Maybe we'll do the 50 and take the 2 enlightenment. We might end up in some spots where those are quite useful. Let's do Glacier. Strike. Take 1 damage. Not ideal, but not horrible. If we do subroutine, that is a really good thing. We can do enlightenment. That is super useful. Toric toughness. We can do the dual cast. It's only going to be 1 lightning. I don't think it's worth doing at the moment. They're going to do 23 damage. 23 attack, basically. So if we do charge battery, lightning rod, I think we're going to take 1 damage, so that's not bad. Not horrified by that. We can live with that. We can do storm. We get an energy back because of the subroutine. We should do the focus. That gets us an energy back as well. We can do synchronize, which will get us some souped up values. We can do defend, and we can do zap. Yeah, you can see this keeping extra energy would be very handy with what we're starting to build here. Also, just getting ways to get more cards into our hand would also be great. Very nice. Attack potion. Can do the hologram. Maybe that'll become useful. Let's do the question mark. Let's do subroutine. Let's do storm. And we'll do smokestack. Take another attack here. Meteor strike sounds amazing, especially since it's free. And then if we strike and we strike, that's a lot of damage up front. I'm happy with that. 23 attack. We've got 8 energy, which is massive. Let's do Glacier. Gain a focus. Let's add some block and get a card back. We might as well take that Meteor Strike back. And then if we dual cast, didn't really do much, but that's okay. We're gonna take 5 damage, but that's not bad. I like where our deck is going. I think we can just do Tempest. That's massive. Huge. Another subroutine. We will take that. I like the idea of that. Because the more energy we have, then if we get more of those X cards, then that's just really, really good. Let's see if we can get an interesting attack. Nine damage, twice channel, 2 glass. That sounds good. Now, if we synchronize, everything will get even better. We are going to take a bunch of damage, which is not ideal. Not as bad as it was going to be because we managed to take care of that middle one. Gain of focus. It's a block. How many? We've only got one energy to use. Let's grab the dual cast. It's coming back though, that middle one. This is the hard thing with this character. Let's add the subroutine because that will help us out. And then we can add Storm, which gets us more. This would channel 4. Is it worth it? Is it going to? Let's do it. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, all the way there. I am sold on where this deck is going. At the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. Sure. Echo form, that sounds good. This one is deal 10 damage, apply 2 weak, channel 1 dark. I think we're going to go with the Echo. It needs to get played. That'll be the difficulty. It'll be trying to make sure the ethereal doesn't hurt us. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, gain 6 block. Every time you play an attack or skill, upgrade it for the remainder of combat. Every 3 turns, draw 1 card. What have we got over here? Secret weapon. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. Yeah, this is the, was it Hailstorm? Yeah, Hailstorm. That could be useful. I feel like the Abacus is good. I mean, that is honestly good as well. 160. Every 3 turns, draw 1 card. That's not bad. Like we need, getting us more cards won't be bad. Another way to get block could be good, but it's not critical. Like I feel like we could live without that one. We've got 28 cards. We can't take the pendulum and the razor tooth. By 1 gold, we're too short. Wonder if that's play an attack or a skill. I think I'm gonna go with the pendulum because I want more cards. And I'm going to go with the power because I want more energy. Is there anything that would be worth removing? Oh, this. Let's remove that. It's down to 28 cards. Start each combat with 10 block. Yes, please. Yeah, I feel like we're getting a good set of relics this time, which I think is going to... I think this could be the run. This is setting up quite well. But you just never know what the game is going to do, so... No guarantees. We'll do the defend. I know that's going to give him some extra stuff. We'll end with that. So we're going to take 2 damage. That's not bad. So before we do Glacier, let's do Synchronize. Power everything up. Then we're going to do Glacier to give ourselves some block. We can do Strike, and then we can do we do the dual cast? We're going to take 9 damage. Don't think we want to give ourselves more damage. Let's end the turn there. That worked out okay because of our frost. Okay, here we go. So subroutine, then storm, then defragment. Let's get the strike in here. If we stop there, we've got energy, so we'll get more energy next turn. They are not going to be able to do damage because that's going to give us some blocks. Let's end there. We're in a strong position. Let's do the Tesla. Let's do a power. So that's good for us. Let's do the consuming shadow. And I think we'll just end it there because we're going to take 1 damage, but it's only going to, it would only go. Actually, let's do that. I think that's now we don't take any. And I think we're in a good spot. Because now we can do subroutine. Hailstorm, now we're like printing energy. Let's get the Tempest, and the Tempest should finish them off. Very nice. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. 3 attacks, okay. I think that's fairly reasonable. Let's get the fusion. We're going to go through here. We're not going to rest. Let's look at upgrading, and I want to upgrade the other subroutine. So that is free. Because I think that will be very helpful. I think we're going to do another elite. It may be crazy, but I feel like this is the path. Really nice to get the subroutine on the first turn. Torque toughness, super helpful. Glacier. And I think we'll end it there. Block everything, and then we end up with lots of energy. Now we do the enlightenment. Let's do the consuming shadow. So that's given us 12. If this one comes out, it's going to give us up to 19. So that's good. If we use this energy potion and we just do Tempest, I think we win. I think it's pretty much going to, yeah, that was huge. So we're not going to take any damage. More attack. Yeah, that was a really good, that was a good situation. Let's get the echo form. And we'll do the lightning rod. So we're in a good spot. I think we should be able to take them out this time. Synchronize. Oh, I guess I should have done this first. Then we do Tesla, and it's over. So now it's 35 skill potions, stone cracker. At the start of each combat, upgrade 2 random cards in your draw pile for the rest of combat. 1 frost for each enemy is probably the way to go. A regular battle before the rest, and then the boss. Let's do subroutine. Let's do the Seeker Strike. Grab the Glacier. Then we can do the Lightning. No damage. We blocked it all. Let's do the Synchronize. Let's do the Tesla. We can do the Chill. I guess let's see what this skill potion does for us. Now if we end our turn, more damage. So if we do the defrag, we're going to get that energy back. Can do the smokestack without any energy cost. We get that back. If we do the Tempest, it's going to be 5. What is this going to turn into? That'll be another 7, so 13. So maybe we take 6 damage, maybe. Yeah, 6 damage, but we put him in a really weak spot. Let's do the Hailstorm. I should have done this the other way around, but we'll do the subroutine. We can do the Consuming Shadow. Charged battery. Strike. Took a bit of damage, but that's all over now. That's not bad. I think we'll skip. I don't think we want to add more into our deck at the moment. I think this is the way to beating them, but we'll see. This is going to be a hard boss. So we've got what do we want? If we do Tesla and we do it to this one, that reduces the damage a little bit. And I think we do this, and then we just channel a lot of lightning out there. Gonna take some damage, but it's not too bad. That's good. We got the subroutine, get that going. The first card you play each turn is played an extra time. This would give us 7 lightnings. This would be a lot of damage. We're gonna, at the moment, we're gonna take, I feel like we have to do this. 31, so we're gonna take 17 damage. It's not ideal, but that's, I mean, we're racking up some damage, which I think is a good thing. Smokestack. Get a free card. A little more damage. So we block all of that, so that is good. Now we've got the Uber situation going on over here, which is not amazing. We need the Toric toughness. I would love to do the synchronize, but I need to focus us this way. Let's grab the zap then. So that gets us 9, so we're going to take 24 damage. Not amazing. They're 21 damage, okay. Subroutine. Focus. Channel 1 frost per enemy. Channel 2 dark. This should give us all the block that we need. We need to really bring them down, though. We need to finish this. If we do a power, that'll be good. Need to defend. Is it worth that, getting that card out? I think it might just be, this is Tempest plus 2, so we get an extra lightning. So that's going to give us 6 lightning. I think we just need to do that. I don't think there's any choice. Not a lot of health left. Not a lot of health left. $29 health left. Can we, if we do the Seeker, so we need him eliminated. If he's not eliminated, we're, oh yes, that, okay, that worked well. He was eliminated. We're alive still. 28 damage coming our way. Ho ho ho. That was rough. This turn, your next card is played an extra time. Add a card to our deck. It's an exhaust, so I don't think this is useful at this point. I think the signal boost is the play. Yeah, I think signal boost. That healed us as well, but we should get healed anyways when we come into Act 3. So this is where it's all been leading to. 999 gold. Choose 3 cards in your deck, enchant them with Swift. Gain an energy at the start of each turn. At the start of each combat, shuffle 3 dazed into your draw pile. I think we take the gold. And then we go to the, we head to the merchant and we try to maximize our relic situation. I think that, and then here's our guys that are going to try to reduce our max HP. So let's be careful here. So if we do this, we're going to get 3 frosts. So that's good. Now, if we do subroutine, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this one, next card twice. Then if we do hailstorm, lots of energy from that. Do lightning rod, and then if we do hologram, we can bring chill back again, and we can do chill again. So we're not going to take any damage. We're going to end the turn with energy, which should be good. Okay, we're doing subroutine. Toughness, defense, Want the focus. We're going to channel a couple of lightning, which would give us 20 blocks of 36. Yeah, we're okay with that. So I think we're in a good spot here. We just need to start now finishing some of these guys off. Next power you play will be played an additional time. So if we do that, and then we do Consuming Shadow. And then we do strike, and then we are good. Yeah, I feel like we are in a good spot. Let's take Thunder Plus. I think that'll be useful. Merchant, please have some interesting relics. While you have no potions, you have 2 additional dexterity. I think that would be a good one. At the start of each combat, deal 9 damage to all enemies. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. So I think that we just buy all 3 of those. Are there any cards that would be worth getting rid of? I mean, we don't need the smokestack. Let's remove that. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. That is interesting. Is that worth, or is that useful? I mean, that, like, if you're doing 25, no, I don't, you're going to be strong. Actually, are any of these actually worthwhile? This could be useful. I know we just picked up this, but I'm not so worried about that. Let's stop there, because I think that'll be enough to propel us along. We want to head for this one. Let's do some early damage. 15, 21. I mean, this is already, I think we need to use it. It's not ideal, but I really want to make sure that we stay in a good spot. And then if we do the signal boost and we do this one, then we can do the echo form. That's gonna be 21. Yeah, we're gonna take damage. That's not ideal. Not ideal. We did take some damage, but I think it's okay. I think we're going to stay strong and try to, yeah, stay strong with our deck and not add to it at the moment. What have we got in here? Whenever you gain gold, raise your max HP by 1. Whenever you enter a question mark room, heal 5. Start each combat with 3 thorns. It's not an amazing set of relics. I do like this card though. Curious, considering that. I think this might be the only one that I would pick out of that group, and I might pick that. Another power, more orb slots. I think there's a lot to like about that. Because I'm not really concerned about that. We don't have a lot of spots left to earn gold. It might up our HP a little bit. 180, that's 340, 348, 348, 410, 418, 422. We could even toss in a Seeker Strike if we wanted, just to churn through more cards, get to our powers that we want. Let's do this one. Let's do this one, and this one. That added more cards. Might not be ideal, but I think they were all good choices. Now we've got a damage situation here. Do that, we won't take any damage. We can get another lightning in the fray. I think that was ideal. Let's do the capacitor. Let's get the charge battery going. Let's get a frost out there. Let's deal some damage. Let's get the fusion and turn there. It's not ideal. We're going to take a bit of damage. Hailstorm though, so we can get a bit more energy going. Let's do the Seeker. Let's do the Glacier. Do a Defend. We should not take any damage this time. Do the Signal Boost. Bring back the Tempest. Almost got him, and we've got enough block for this turn. And there we go. Not easy, but it went pretty smoothly. Let's take another subroutine. I think that anything we can do to get ourselves more energy, it's a good thing. I'm gonna go here. This is critical that we do well here. Let's draw those 3 cards because this is a very important moment. If we do the subroutine plus, we can do hailstorm, we can do chill. We can give ourselves some more block here. Thunder. We can add zap in there. Tesla coil, get some damage in. Strike, and we still have energy left, which means we'll get more energy on our next turn, which is big. So block, no damage. So they are not going to attack us, so I think this is the time to do Tempest with 6. I think that was pretty good. Burns are not ideal, but we do another subroutine. We defrag to gain a focus. Synchronize. These are all skill. This is a power, so this is good. We do the channel 2. Do hologram. We can bring back the glacier. Let's do the glacier because then that will because we can then hopefully block all the damage from those burns. That worked out well. So now we look at powers. So if we do mayhem, do storm, we can do strike, strike, then we do dual cast. It's not ideal. We're going to take some damage, I think, here. Took a good chunk of damage, but I think we've almost got him. Then my hope is that we get a really good relic. Yeah, let's just finish this. No need to make it linger on longer than it needs to. 35 gold. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. That's huge in making sure that we start well. Draw 4 cards. Let's do that because I think really the only thing that can stop us is not getting the cards we need, like in our opening draw. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Not bad, not amazing. question is, are we enough? Do we just go up this side here, play it safe? Do we go through the middle and try to get a couple of more relics? I think that's probably the play. I don't think we've got enough necessarily to do much in the store. Let's set ourselves up with the block there. Probably grab the consuming shadow. It's not super helpful. I think it's probably more useful if we do Is it better to do that? Maybe it's better to do that. Let's end turn, see where this goes. We block. We can bring back the Seeker Strike. $18. Grab the subroutine plus. So then we do signal boost. Grab subroutine plus. That brings us back up to 3. I guess we do the echo form. We're just going to take damage. It's not ideal. I mean, because of the way that worked out, we could do one of these. We're going to take 15 damage. Don't love that, but I'm going to end the turn there because I want to have more energy on the next turn. That's funny with Tempest as the card and then it gets run twice. Subroutine plus. We do skim. So then we can just keep doing powers. We are very strong. I will say that. We are very strong at the moment. This is probably the best hand situation that I've seen in my time playing the game. Gold, got our energy potion, add a card. A random power. Sure, it's a free card. Could be very useful. It's dangerous. I am always worried when we enter these fights. Who knows what is going to come as we move through here. Let's do the hailstorm. So we already have the one subroutine on there, so that should be free basically. We are going to take damage, which is not ideal, although we We can drink this. We're going to take 12 damage by the looks of it. It's not ideal. Random power. That gives us more energy. We're going to take 2 damage then. More damage. More damage. So we managed to make it through. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Was it worth it? I don't know. Probably worth getting another skim there so that we can keep moving through our deck. We need to rest. We need to rest in a big way. Then we're heading into another elite. Can we hold it together? That's going to be the question here. Subroutine is a must. If we draw 4 cards, get the hailstorm in, we can do the chill. Then we can do the defrag. We can do the glacier. If we do the seeker, we can do a zap. Then we can do the Tesla. And turn. Now they're doing some add ethereal to this card. I see. So these have a chance to go if they're still remaining in my hand at the end of the round. Let's do skim. Let's do signal boost. Now we've got 33 damage coming our way. Can we? What do we want to do? We should get energy back from this. So we're still going to take like 19 damage. should be able to do this and get an energy back. I think we have to do the defend. That's unfortunate to lose this. I think we need the defend. I think we can still do it without that card. This is going to be brutal if we end up, if we lose. I will be quite sad. Capacitor, Enlightenment, do Mayhem. Let's do Synchronize, Seeker Strike. Dual cast, I think, is what I need. It's going to deal 12. This is going to deal 24. It's not going to be enough. Are we going to 10? No, we're okay. 19. Oh, that was rough. Was it all worth it? At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I don't know if that was worth it. Let's skip that. Power to enchant. So give, when the card is played for the first time, we draw 2 cards. Block gained. Damage increased. I think draw 2 cards. Just pick one of the subroutines, I guess. That worked out okay. Then we want to heal here. So the question now, have we done enough? Which boss is this? This isn't the... Oh, it's this lizard. You're annoying. But we don't have signal boost. So let's do this. Now we have signal boost. So let's play signal boost. Let's play subroutine. Let's get a chill in there. Let's do thunder. Echo form. Let's get a defend. Dual cast. Nice. Hologram. Bring back the chill. 32, but we should get 6. So 31. So we're going to take 1 damage, but that's not bad. I'm not upset about that. Because I feel like now... Do we just... No, I think we have to do this. Oh, that was... Because the first card ended up getting played twice. Let's draw 4 cards and see what we've got. Defrag. Storm. We can do the Enlightenment, so the Glacier is Hailstorm. Synchronize, make everything stronger. Tesla. Let's get a power that we can throw into the mix. Seeker. Subroutine. Some more block. So we shouldn't take any damage. This should... Do we want to save that? That's the question. We probably do. Capacitor, so that's another power, so we should get a bunch of energy from that. Mayhem. Torque toughness will be good. We do consuming shadow. And then a strike. Then we can end our turn. Then we've saved that card for the last boss if it comes back around. Yeah, which there it is. Sure, we can add fusion. Can add a, well, let's see. Let's do Tesla. Oh, this is, they are only take, every hit is only one. So we do want a frost in here. Well, I think there's nothing wrong with doing the Tesla. We need things that will defend, though. Yeah, anything that will get us block is a must at the moment. So we're going to take 13 damage. Not quite even, 39 damage. That's not bad. We are defending well here, I think. I wish we had more cards, though. We're going to take no damage. Now he's gone into that intangible again. I think we just end our turn there. It's not ideal, but we got this next turn. We got to make things happen. Let's do the one skim just to see what 36. So I feel like we do need a glacier. Tesla, a little bit more damage. Can do the Tempest. It's not bad. If we go and get our energy potion, we're not going to take any damage, but if we go and do, let's see if we do a Seeker Strike. Maybe do the charge battery. $36. Does not have a lot of health left. $29 lightning. I think we can just win with that. Even just at 1 damage a time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So happy we finally managed to beat that. It's not the boss I thought it was going to be. That is a weird ending. So we've dealt more damage because the on off camera my son had made one trip through here and managed to beat the Act 3. But I am super happy to have finally beaten Act 3 myself. Kind of a weird end, but it's not a finished game yet. I get that. So it's just a way for them to resolve things. Really, really, really happy though that we have managed to beat that. Looks like we've got a couple more epochs to look at. Laser beams. Some new relics. Interesting. Relics really are where the game is at, though. Like, we had some really good cards, but I feel like it was those relics that honestly made the difference. Unlocked event trash heap. Interesting. New potions, 2 focus. Dark, channel a dark for each of your orb slots. Potion of capacity, gain 2 orb slots. Those could be useful. So that is very exciting. So now it looks like so we have the daily challenge and standard. And with the defect now we can do ascensions. So we can play with modifiers, so elites spawn more often. Should be interesting. And now the big thing is I want to personally go through and make sure that I've beaten Act 3 with each of the other 4 heroes or characters. So we got a little ways to go, but I'm very excited to have crossed this important threshold, beaten Act 3, finished the game basically on that first difficulty with the defect, and looking forward to seeing where we go from here with the game. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.